Hello, students. Welcome to Avid Education Academy. I hope you're ready for today's lesson. In our previous video, we learned about atoms, molecules, and the laws of chemical combination. We explored how atoms bond together to form molecules and discussed the important laws like the law of conservation of mass and the law of constant proportions. Today, we will be diving into chemical formulae and mass calculations, which are crucial for understanding how elements combine to form compounds and how we can calculate their masses. Let's begin with atomic mass. The atomic mass of an element is the mass of a single atom of that element. It is usually measured in atomic mass units, AMU. For example, the atomic mass of hydrogen, H, is approximately 1 atomic mass unit, and for oxygen, O, it is 16 atomic mass units. क्या आपने कभी सोचा है कि एक परमाणु का द्रव्यमान कैसे मापा जाता है? वह परमाणु के भीतर के प्रोटॉन और न्यूट्रॉन की कुल संख्या के आधार पर निर्धारित होता है। Now, let's move on to molecular mass. The molecular mass is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule. For example, the molecular mass of water, H2O, can be calculated by adding up the atomic masses of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Atomic mass of hydrogen, H, 1 atomic mass unit. Atomic mass of oxygen, O, 16 atomic mass units. So the molecular mass of water is 2 times 1 plus 1 times 16 on altı eşittir 18 amu. अगर हम पानी के अणु का द्रव्यमान निकालें तो हम इसे इस तरह से गणना करेंगे 2 हाइड्रोजन प्लस 1 ऑन ऑक्सीजन. Now that we understand atomic and molecular masses, let's talk about chemical formulae. A chemical formula represents the elements in a compound and their relative proportions. To write a chemical formula, follow these steps. Identify the elements in the compound. Determine the number of atoms of each element present in the compound. Use subscripts to represent the number of atoms of each element. For example, let's write the chemical formula for carbon dioxide, CO2. Carbon C has a subscript of 1. We don't write the 1, but it's understood. Oxygen, O, has a subscript of 2. So the chemical formula for carbon dioxide is CO2. अगर हमें किसी यौगिक का रासायनिक सूत्र लिखना हो तो हम यह कैसे करेंगे? बस हमें तत्वों की संख्या और उनके अनुपात का पता लगाना होता है. How do we calculate the molar mass? Great question. The molar mass is the mass of 1 mole of a substance, and we can calculate it by adding up the atomic masses of the elements in the substance, just like we did for molecular mass, but now we use the molar mass for calculations. For example, the molar mass of H2O is calculated as 2 times 1 for hydrogen equals 2 grams per mole, 16 for oxygen equals 16 grams per mole, so the molar mass of water is 18 grams per mole. Now let's recap what we've learned today. Atomic mass, the mass of a single atom of an element measured in atomic mass units, AMU. Molecular mass, the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule. Chemical formulae, the representation of a compound using the symbols of elements and their proportions. Molar mass, the mass of 1 mole of a substance calculated by adding up the atomic masses. That's all for today's lesson, students. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting lessons. We'll see you in the next video where we'll explore chemical reactions and balancing equations. Stay tuned and keep learning.